is lit, and it's time to forge you yet another stream. And today we're doing a quick temper of Oxygen Not Included. What do I mean by that? I mean we only have about 30 minutes of stream right now per our usual hour. This is kind of what I mean by I can't have a schedule. The day of is really going to determine what we can and can't do, and there's no way of me telling, I don't know, yesterday, if I tweet out, oh yeah, we're gonna go live tomorrow for sure at like 6:30, yeah, we're good. There's no way of telling that with the way life has been going, but that's okay. I mean, it's a little bit more relaxed pace. We're kind of gonna go as we can, and I really did debate on because it's 30 minutes, is it really worth booting the stream up and get everything going? And I said, you know what, screw it. We're gonna make a quick temper out of this forge right now, and we're gonna try and get something a little bit more progress, excuse me, on Oxygen Not Included, because I really want to get back to streaming, even if it means 30 minutes. That's kind of back to our roots as well, because we only have 30 minutes. I'm gonna stop rambling and jump on into the game while I'm talking. What I mean by that is, back when we first started up this Ryko 67, the channel and whatnot, and before we were even the Forge, the idea was that I probably would only have anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. I wouldn't even have an hour. And while it's nice to get at least an hour, it is what it is. We take what we can get. I do want to note though, our settings are still a little funky. I'm noticing OBS is kind of like, it's okay today, so we'll see how things go. And I'm running everybody without even knowing what the heck's going on right now. Okay, so quick status check. Oxygen is low. Apparently nobody hooked up this wire, even though I asked them to like a while ago. I think I can make a wire priority 7 doing that. Where's the? Can I grab the wire? There we go. Wire priority 7, because that needs to get going, because we have 0 oxygen really up here. And one thing I was thinking about a little bit off stream yesterday, we're gonna have to worry about carbon dioxide too. Oxygen's all well and good. We've got some water. We've got this workings of a couple things going here. That could actually get destroyed soon, rather than cleaning that out. We're going to have to worry about carbon dioxide, because while you have oxygen, and that's well and good and all that, printing pod, iron ore, what does that mean? I don't know. It does mean that we have a duplicate coming soon. Wait a minute. We grabbed a 5th duplicate at the end of yesterday. I might have auto-saved afterward, or before that rather, and it didn't actually get to save. Well, live and learn on that. Oxygen's a good thing. Somebody's coming out here soon. We will need to build up new barracks, I would say. So this might be a good excuse to expand a little bit. We'll just kick these guys down a little bit. Go a little slower so we can get that planning going. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. We're not hitting that oxalite, which is nice. We are getting a little bit of coal out of this. Dig that up. Dig that up, put a platform right here so they can actually get to that. And then when it comes to the furniture station, we're getting our B block underway. 1, 2, 3, bop, bop. Alright, when it comes to oxygen too, we did get these algae terrariums, which are good for the time being. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna make a carbon dioxide pit. This is something I usually don't do, and it comes back to bite me when I don't. And we have a very nice open chasm right here, I want to call it. It goes all the way down here by the looks of things, that we could really make use of. Alright, now this is a testament to what did we lose for progress. I think we just finished better farming. I could queue up a bit deeper into the research if I really wanted to. But I think I was supposed to be starting on power. I don't see power anywhere here. Nope, power was not research. So I'm gonna jump that up a little bit further. We do want to make the trek to smart batteries, and I think the automation overlay was down here somewhere. Just saw it there. We will want to make our trek down to here as well for the automation overlay right after that. because that will help us conserve a little more power as well as gives a little bit more decoration. So for now, we're gonna go, I think, wow, I really wish it was a little easier to navigate this. I guess I do have a filter now. We're gonna go knee deep into this with internal combustion. We'll see if that works out pretty good in our favor. So because we have this nice pit down here, I think we could do with flooding it with carbon dioxide. And really all we're gonna have to do is bring this down to about, oh, probably not that far. Maybe about this far. Dig out about here. And maybe even dig out along the way. So that all the carbon dioxide, in physics, that is carbon dioxide is natural in the air. It's something you breathe out, obviously, and it's also more dense than oxygen. We can't quite dig this much, apparently, but we can get down far enough. Okay, so maybe we'll dig out just a tad more here, too, just to kind of make a good funnel. And we can use this area eventually. It's not going to always be a carbon dioxide pit, but it might be good to keep that for a bit, as such. One thing I do want to say is the only thing that can go in here is clean water. So anytime they get water, they're going to pour it back into here. And from here, we can put in those algae terrariums, because there's a bit of an issue with them early game. When you have too many of them, they're kind of hard to keep up with. They sap up your water. They're really inefficient with that, and then they also produce contaminated oxygen over time as they're outputting this stuff. Eventually, you want to really make that jump to the, I think it was the deoxidizer, or no, what was it? The carbon dioxide scrubbers, I think they're called. You might actually be able to see that now I think about it, so I'm not guessing. No, they don't show hidden stuff. Okay. Alright, well, regardless, we're about to fill up a block with whoever's new, because apparently we didn't save last time, so we missed that. Okay, Diver's Lungs, Twinkle Toes, Grease Monkey, Yokel, Slow Learner, and Mouth Breather. Okay, no to Auto for Mouth Breather. We really don't need somebody who takes up a lot of oxygen. We have an Ugly Crier, or we have a Destructive Person as well. I gotta think about that. Decrease air consumption rate. Can't do research, but he's not really good at anything. We got somebody who's really good at decorating, who is also athletic and strong, but can't, decrease science. So you're not even really, that's not a real bad buff either. Alright, Frankie. Welcome to the crew, Frankie. You filled up A block. Once we start getting B block established too, I'm going to start getting into scheduling a bit more. This is where my block system really comes into play, as I have a shifted schedule. I think I gotta remember where the heck that is. Schedule, right there. I usually make a couple of these. Right now, everybody's on the same schedule, and it'll determine their sleep time, their work time, their break time, their wake up time, and when they're working especially. And if I offset these blocks, about 4 of them, usually you'll always have somebody who's at least a couple blocks that are working while one is sleeping, and that works great. It keeps around the clock motion of people that are getting rested and then work is going on. Otherwise, if everybody is sleeping at once and you need something done right now, forget it. Usually it'll be good to start getting night owls, I think, and early morning people. And then we've also got Frankie, who is idle. Oh, that's interesting. We actually had the overlays with her. Why does Frankie not want to do anything? Okay. Oh, that's one thing that also seems to have disappeared on us. We were working on a farming station here, and it is completely gone. So we gotta rebuild that. Alright. So we were thinking... I'm trying to remember now. I think it was more like... Perhaps I'll build it out this way this time, and just make a really ambiguous room here. I know I had a little more definition to it last time, so perhaps we'll do that. But I'll need, put one up on each of those. I'll put this here, and that there. I'm not going to drag that across there. Then bring this here. I could start having them build this actually. Oh, okay. We'll have them start this in a second once I get the ladders going. Apparently I moved over too far. I usually don't like symmetry, but, you know, sometimes it just makes sense to have things matching to a degree. There. Dig out this, dig out that, dig up that. And you can start working on that because I need food. And I've got the farm tiles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I had them placed correctly. And then I could... Well, and everybody's sleeping now. Yeah, because food is going to start to go down, especially now with 5 duplicants here. So that's going to be a thing. We're going to cancel out some of this construction. Just to make it look a little different. A little, not necessarily nicer, just different. And we'll leave this doorway kind of high open. Just to make it feel a little more defined. And I think that'll be nice looking. I might queue up another farm area just to stack a couple of them. Kind of like this. Keep that as a doorway. Ooh! What the heck happened there? That's an interesting glitch. I had a little bit of a spike there, it seems, and it decided to go all the way down. Well, I mean, every update there's gonna be some kind of bugs, and that's not really a major one. It didn't only wiped out like one dig. So that's whatever. Get some of this going. I might have to come up with a better way to farm this stuff. I'm probably gonna put this down at a priority of like 1 or 2 when I'm done with it. So we have another 12. Technically I could put this higher up and have like upside down tiles too, but I don't want to get too far into this as well. Here, those gotta go. Those nobody can reach, so I'm just gonna cancel the dig operation on that because they're an eyesore, but they're not crazy bad. I know it's not good to put too many dig operations up. I'm gonna offset the staircase a bit just for a little bit of breaking up this. And then we're gonna dig out that much. But we're gonna priority 1 all of that, all of this, and all of that. That's expansion for the future. But really, we need to prioritize building these when we can. So that this whole area gets defined. One thing that's kind of unfortunate is I will need to knock out at least 2 of these tiles in the future to make this a proper farming room. Because there's a farming station that'll help make these things grow quicker. I mean, these might be temporary. We might come up with a secondary farm that will have a better design for that, and we can repurpose this room at another point. Yeah, okay, so we got that building up quick. Plant as many of these as we can. Alright, we're gonna need to uncover that when we get a chance. And then we just need to dig a ton, and we'll be able to get a lot of these. Okay, so that's good for now. I can queue this one up, but it's not gonna let me plant that until that's ready. Okay, so that's good. We have this carbon dioxide pit starting, and we can see the effects of that a little bit. I mean, it does pool up here too. So perhaps I'll put an algae terrarium down here. Research is progressing. That's good. I might actually take it off of that power and get a little more diverse. Maybe I'll go into automation like I was saying. So if I can get into automation, it's gonna help in the long run if we have that under our belts. We'll get that going. We have them at level 2. We are uncovering a natural gas geyser, so yay for fuel in the future once we get to that stage. Still don't know much about this. There's a huge metal deposit going down here, actually, before it really hits any of this germ stuff, which, where the heck is that overlay? It's F9. Which I gotta watch out for. Once we start getting down here into the slime areas, I really gotta watch out for the germs. And this should be, if they're passing from the left to the right. Okay, yeah, so we just saw that work. So they're washing their hands every time they come out of there. Why are you sick? Food poisoning. Oh god, I didn't even notice that. We gotta look at our vitals of our duplicants then. Food poisoning for, oh, that's just actual food. Apparently it's not gonna affect her health too much, but she probably will puke. Alright, so we've got a couple projects going here, I'd say. Probably not the best on priorities right now. Alright, because we need to knock that out quick. We gotta dig up this big time. We're gonna priority 6 finishing this up. Because I would really like to have everything planted that we have, and then we're gonna start digging more. Which direction? Probably down here. And we'll have to start dividing blocks sooner rather than later. Food's going swimmingly. And we might have to start scheduling jobs. Yeah, we might have to look at the priorities of these duplicants. Or if any of them are good at farming and stuff, we might need to prioritize that. Another thing too, while that's cooking, we can make a couple mush bars. We'll make like 5. Yeah, that queued up 5. Okay, so they'll make 5 of those. We'll see how that goes. We don't want to go too crazy with that. We want to get crazy. We can get crazy in here, but we're not gonna do that because then everything's gonna get away from us. All right, so that's set. I might just start digging out some of this stuff. Because now it's like dig, 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 get all the resources, get everything going. So why don't we... Well, let's see, they have a couple projects right here. I'd like them to try and get some of this stuff done. It looks like they can't dig, they can't make that, they can't do that, they can't do that, and they can't do this. So we'll just have them go to this point. They should be able to dig at least that much. Oh. Well, I mean, that mealwood seed's not gonna grow anymore anyway. What is that, an egg? Slime nymph egg. Slime bugs emit light. Oh, it's the shine. Oh, it's shine bug. Not a slime bug. Okay, so that's going good. Everybody's making things. We're good to go. We got a couple more seeds to queue up here. Alright. We've got the research going well. We've got that prioritized at 5. We're getting plenty of oxygen. In fact, I might be able to... I don't want to take that down too far. I kind of wish there was a threshold you can put this thing at. Like if there's so much oxygen in the air that you turn it off. To kind of conserve algae and whatnot. So when it comes to organics, we do have like 5 tons of algae, but that stuff goes away a lot quicker than you think. It always, like, they'll be like, oh yeah, I've got like 6 tons of it, we're great. And then about 3 cycles later, you're down to like 200 kilograms, and you're like, okay, well, we're screwed. Okay, so, they've got some things to work on. They are dealing with carbon dioxide well. I do want to prioritize some of this, just to get the carbon dioxide dealt with. I mean, there's plenty of oxygen around here where that shouldn't be an issue for them either. Okay, so we got somebody digging it out. That's good. This block's fine. I mean, the room definition, that's still considered barracks. We still have the latrine. This is one giant room, apparently, which is fine. I don't have an issue with a common foyer like that. We can define rooms as we need to. Alright, and we got 2 more mealwood seeds out of this. Once this fills up, I might have them dig this up, just so we know we'll have plenty of food. But that's another thing I don't know if we got into. Let's see. No, we don't have refrigeration. We're gonna need that advanced research sooner rather than later because of that. Oh, wait. That really makes me realize that we're gonna need... Where's the job board? Sick bay. I think the job board's in here, right? Skill scrubber. Refunds of duplicate skill points. Skill systems now? Interesting. I know there's a job board somewhere. Well, what am I working on right now? Right now I'm working on decor and automation. So maybe we'll bring it down to decor only. Once they finish that up, I'll start going into looking for advanced research, because it'd be good to get that ready for when we need it. Food's going well. We've queued up a couple mush bars, so we're good there. I meant to move... Where the heck is it? Food. I meant to move the ration box over here. So it's not down here, which is storing some stuff. That way we can have all the food here and just have this area a little cleaner. And no more seeds there. Those are growing well. They might need some light eventually. I think they only grow about 2 tall off of this. It wouldn't hurt to have shine bugs in there. And there's another looking unknown area there. There's remnants of underwater eatery. Cool. If I can zoom out, that would be great. I think this is the reverse logic again of work. I work in a 3D modeling system, and we're constantly using its scroll wheel to go forward and backwards in 3D space. And it might be reversed, I'm thinking, because I keep going out and in at the wrong times. I kind of got this, like, you pull the wheel towards me, say, bring it to me, bring it to me, bring me the duplicates. Okay. So that's good. That's mined out as much as I could ask for. I really don't think it needs to go any further than that. We got a nice funnel going here. So we've got carbon dioxide building up down there. There's a lot building here. This is kind of taking care of it because it's at the lower point. I might need better ventilation at some point to bring things down. We do have a lot more power options now that we don't need right this second. We don't need a lot on the food. And Spanish Vanguard, how are you doing? You're particularly early today. Actually, my Spanish friend, this is our new slot. Welcome to Dad Life with Raikou. The afternoons are but a thing of the past. We have only really the mornings. There's a little bit of time in the morning, and in fact, I probably got about 15 more minutes in the morning. But how are you doing? Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition, and I hope you're probably having an early start to your day. Wait. What time is it for you? I think it's more like afternoon over in Spain, right? I've got my... If it's morning here, it has to be like evening for you. Alright, so we're doing well, doing well. They don't really need to be working on that too much. Oh, dang it. There's a bunch of sand up there, isn't there? There is. There's a ton of sand, in fact. Alright, so those things are good, those are good. We have... This is going to store all the food, all the edible food, and this is going to store none of it. Priority 7, moving the food there, and deconstruct this. Alright, good. It is 1:26 p.m., so just in the afternoon for you, but this tends to be too early for me. Essentially, my morning occupates... morning sleep slot. I'm gonna, because it's a little typo, because sleep at night is never the thing to do. I kind of understand that, but from a whole different perspective with the sleeping at night thing. I kind of wish I didn't have to sleep at night, because then maybe we could have kept our old slot. But it's great to see you again, SV. It has been a long time. Seems like everybody's starting up their streaming again. Priority 6 on that. What are you up to this afternoon, then? You just woke up, it sounds like, then. Oh, wait. Or did you? Or did you never go to sleep? Alright, so that's good. Got a speed of 2. I think we can kick it up a little bit, but we don't really have any projects. They're even finishing off B block because of that. Maybe I'll give them back this project. Because it's not gonna hurt to get more of this food going. That should be good. Oxygen is sufficient. I do need to worry about the carbon dioxide in this area though. So perhaps I'll throw one more algae terrarium down here because I don't want to overload on these. These need to go away as soon as they can. They're kind of like a pacifier. You really gotta pull that out when the time is right. Not much actually. I could figure a layout I need for an ice dungeon. So I'm just occupying myself with games, which I can't play a lot of because right now my right Joy-Con is malfunctioning. Getting replacements tomorrow. Can't figure. So, oh, your keyboard is trash. I understand you on the keyboard thing. This is like, I can't really show it because it's really wired into my system. If you've ever seen it, there's crazy wires in the back. I can barely move anything. I feel you on the keyboard thing. This is kind of like a budget combo with the mouse when I got it back in the day. It was like 30 bucks. But, so your Joy-Con broke. What exactly happened with that? Did you just like corrode over time? I rearranged my desktop setup and figured it was time to get a wireless keyboard. That might be your issue. There's the saying, wired never gets tired. It does limit you what you can do. Maybe if you're more... Alright, so that's our 10-minute warning. Maybe if you're more towards remoting, maybe it's better to have a wireless one. The connection isn't the issue. The buttons aren't good enough, though. Just bad feedback, then? Not really sure what you mean by the buttons in that case. Let's see. We have a doctor, a cooking, and a digger, which is good, with a bottomless stomach, so that's not good, but they're very good with... And your bottomless stomach and a binge eater. Oh, that's great. Immune to food poisoning and sleeps loud. That's not going to happen. Decreased germ resistance. Air consumption rate is low, but you're a good doctor. We're going to need a doctor in the future. So it's going to be good to have you. Alright, and we got the first first farm area filled. Working on the second one. Priorities. What are our priorities right now? We've got some water. We're dealing with carbon dioxide a little bit. I think I put that up as 6. No, I didn't. I put that up at 5. We've got... I'm going to slow it down for a second. We're somewhat dealing with carbon dioxide. We do have a big pit of it down here that will get large over time. We're kind of dealing with it around that watering hole. We have food. We have water, I think I said. We're starting basic research. We're almost done with the first tier of it, which will move on to the advanced research after that. We have a basic latrine. Come to think of it, we did get a nice little tidbit of furniture. We did get, wherever the heck it is it a station? I know I just got it. It was the water, oh, excuse me, we're about to get it. Just waiting for the battery because it takes AA batteries before putting my previous keyboard back. Okay. No AA batteries in the house. You got them on order or something, or you send one of your siblings out to go get it for you. All right, research good. Now we have that water cooler I was thinking about, and it might be worth sectioning off one of these rooms into a recreation area, just for stress sake. I have to figure out what the requirements are for that. Okay, I think it's recreation room. No industrial machinery, a decor item, and a recreational building, which would be the water cooler. And it can only be about 65. Is this considered industrial machinery? Probably. I really don't, I don't know if the gate is ever considered industrial or not. If that really is going to screw a room or not. Exceptional advanced bioprinter, and I'm going to guess yes. It might be beneficial at that point to maybe section this room off, unlike what I was thinking before, and turn this into a bit of a area for them to chill out at. Just because, and I could change these out for airflow tiles in the future, and it won't be a bad thing. I need a decor item, though. which I've got a couple options. I could put power in there. I know I'm gonna need a water cooler or two. I might put two, one on each side. And I could either put a lamp or ceiling lamp, and then I'd have to worry about powering them up then at that point. It's 2019, it's chargeable batteries or nothing. Why must I suffer now the pains of my Game Boy Advance running out of juice? Except it's not a Game Boy Advance, it's my keyboard. So it's your Virtual Boy Advance, and you're still having the battery problems because of your keyboard. How ironic is that, sir? I mean, yeah, go out and get your rechargeable batteries, but then they run out, you go away from the charge up if you don't have any queued up, and you're kind of at that same problem again. It's almost better just to get a pack of AA's, just say, we're good. I mean, the waste is terrible, but, okay. That's your new project, guys. That's pretty much the only project they have. But they are relaxing, they're using the bathroom, they got all that. Apparently, I don't have enough. Ooh. Somebody left without washing their hands. Excuse me, sir. Where are you? Meep. Meep's the one that needs to move over here. Move to here so you can wash your hands again. I don't care if you're hungry. You're a dirty boy. You need to... Oh, God, you too. I might need to put more wash basins around. That's really gross, actually. That they're that disgusting. They're gonna start getting food poisoning everywhere. So my right Joy-Con is drifting. I hate that. I have a Game Boy Advance controller that'll do that, and you really have to smack the joystick until it unsticks. And otherwise, you're just like ever so slightly going off. Do you have any idea what's causing that bias? If it's just sticking in general? Alright, these guys are good to go. They're gonna go sleep, hopefully. They got their next project queued up. I could speed that up a bit so they get this done. B block has started. A block is filled. People are gross. Okay, one particular meep is still gross, I should say. That really needs to get disinfected, like, quick, though. That needs to get disinfected. Because if it's our food box, for Christ's sake. If that's covered in food poisoning, that's really bad. Okay. It's probably the design fault of the joysticks and the Joy-Cons have. It slowly chips itself off, and the rubbish gets stuck under the stick. Yeah, then you're not going to be able to clean that out easily without taking it apart, I'm sure. I found out it could be diminished just by forcing the controller to vibrate. Really? But since the problem is the joystick itself, it doesn't last long enough. So it's a bandage for the solution. So you're just going to swap them out in the meantime, I guess. There are replacements for the left Joy-Con, but not for the right. Are you sure they're not the same part number at that point? I don't know if the sticks are the same geometry or not. So I'm buying myself a massive monstrosity that apparently everyone likes. What is this massive monstrosity exactly? This very special Joy-Con, perhaps? Okay, so that's good. Carbon dioxide's not bad, actually. And I do need to queue up these to make that break room. I don't think it's defined yet, so I'll priority 6 both of those so that gets done. No, it's defined as a recreation room, so that's a morale bonus right there. Perfect. Okay, so we made use of a little room we had no use for before. I don't have seeds for this area yet. So once this is built, it's kind of going to be queued up for a while. Alright, on that note, oxygen. I know this was a carbon dioxide pocket. That's going to flow down. We're beautiful on oxygen. Let me fit your link. Dost thou, heart desire, links over here or amidst the Discord? I think you can send it here. I remember last time somebody sent a link we had an issue, but go ahead and try and send it here. To be honest, actually, now that you said the Discord, I have been debating on actually axing that. Ooh. Oh, you're talking about for the Switch. I don't think I heard that part. I heard about those. I heard about those are supposed to be really comfortable. Yeah, because they're not like the freaking boxy, like it actually is curved to your hand a bit more. Let me know how those are. I was debating on getting some of those for my girlfriend and I. I want your Spanish review, please. Yes, that's what people have been saying. Yes, but like I was saying on the topic of the Discord, I've been actually thinking about axing it, but pretty much the only reason I keep it now is so I can use my own sub badges in other Discord servers. It's been a little bit of a debate. It's not really a very active place. There's not really much of a need for it either, but we'll keep it around for the time being. If it disappears one day, you'll know why, but for the time being, it's still going to be there. They lacked HD rumble, but they work, and that matters. Agreed. The rumble's so, like, it's nice, but if it's gone for a little bit more comfort, I think that's a necessary sacrifice at that point. Alright, but on that note, I am actually all out of time right now. We have made leaps and bounds, kind of. We've made new recreation rooms. We've got back. We started B block. We've got 2 farming areas ready, and we've got a bit of a carbon dioxide pit. So probably our next goal, in the terms of research, I think we're getting into advanced, so we could start queuing up a bigger research area and getting ready for more advanced things down the road, but we still have a lot of basic to go through. The HD Rumble is a god tier feature for Skyrim in the Switch, so maybe that'll actually give you a reason to keep some of the basic ones as well. You could just switch those out. Switch those out. Okay. And get the HD Rumble for games like that. But let me know how those feel, because we've been really thinking about those too. But anyway, that is all the time. I actually Thanos snapped that out of here. That is all the time I've got for today. Again, we don't really have a schedule anymore. We're just kind of getting these streams up as we can get them going, but we've made leaps and bounds with oxygen not included, and I'm going to see if there's an early morning streamer that I can actually send you on off to or not. That's one problem I think I've had, is most of the people I used to raid afterwards. Oh, I've got a Canada already. Most of the people I used to raid afterwards are in that old slot. Nobody's really up in the morning like this, but we do have a very nice candidate. We are going to send you on over to Kay and Drew, who are doing some Assassin's Creed. This is a husband and wife duo. I think they're from Portugal. It's either Portugal or Spain. I might be wrong on that. We can go ask them, but regardless, we're going to send you on over to them, and I am going to test out the new that's not it, the new raid function in this new creator dashboard Twitch is rolling out. So we're gonna raid Kay and Drew, start the raid. Alright, so that should be good. We'll say a quick hello to them as well when we get on over there. But anyway, that's all I've got time for today, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.